Well, here we're back at it, getting ready for another season. Just talk about your thoughts going into this year.
Well, it's dog days of summer right now as far as fall camp. So you got a lot of great guys you recruited that you're excited to be on the part of the program, and you're in the you're trying to evaluate as fast as you can, lay a good foundation. And I mean, at this point, I really like who the people we have on this team. It's an exciting team. They're already getting really close. It's a lot of fun to coach them, and then you're just trying to lay it brick by brick, just doing the right things the right way.
Talk about a little bit of the expectations. Last year, I think you said you had more newcomers than you had returners.
Right.
But at the end of the year, you guys seem to find yourself and won through your last four and just about carrying that momentum.
Yeah, college football is all about attrition and new guys coming in. Everybody graduates, come in, and we're excited about when they graduate. So last year did present a unique challenge where there was more newcomers than it was returners. Throughout the whole season, there was probably more deeper foundational building that we had to do last fall that we really would have preferred to do, but we did it, and I think that's what helps us today with where we're at. Expectations going for this fall is just take it a day at a time. Be excited to play the game of college football. Most young men will never ever get this opportunity, so the guys that we do have are trying to enjoy the blessing and let's take one step forward, try to become the best team we can in 2016.
And talk about your offense. Both quarterbacks who almost like split time, so it's like one, and then you have Scobie back at running back.
Yeah, to be able to have two guys the quality of Chad and Andrew. I mean, both you have experienced quarterbacks. So across the nation, that's one of the toughest positions there are in college football and on football period. But to have two guys who have a lot of solid experience, dual threat athletes, can throw it, they can run it. I think that's a unique situation for us, and we're excited about it. Then you got a guy returning freshman of the year conference, Kurt Scobie, Kurt's doing an amazing job of just trying to get better each day himself. And we're really happy to have him here, and just the kind of guy he is. And then I think he's doing an outstanding job in camp of being a great teammate and a leader.
How does the line look? I didn't check.
Young, very young O-line, and they're big. I mean, that's one thing. We're probably the largest O-line across the board. We're 6'4.5", 305. So that's our average on it. So we've got the size we want, but there's a lot of new faces you're going to see there. But guys, I think, who are hungry for this. They're led by one of the best O-line coaches in the nation, Jackie Slater, and he's doing all the technical things we need to get them right. But the reality is they're younger, but they're hungry and they're excited, and I know they'll be ready to go.
And the defense looks pretty strong. You have throw back and Broussard.
Yeah. Having the defense we have back, I think that's a little bit of a strength. We got a lot of veterans there, particularly in the secondary with guys like Jonathan Thrope and then C.J. Broussard. Those, and then Waki Sulefua. It's going to be really powerful guys for us. And then in the interior, you've got a guy, Billy Tanavasa, who's coming out of the Corona area, who's now is year two, is a guy with an anchor in the front line. So collectively, we have leadership in the defensive group, I think, but also collectively, you got a lot of hunger and mixed in with the youth. So defensively, this fall camp, they've been excited. They've been flying around and having a good time playing football.
And finally, as usual, the conference looks pretty stout again.
Yes, it is.
With Humboldt State.
Yes, it is.
Right there.
Yeah, Humboldt State won the conference last year, and I think they've done their job. And I think every team in our conference is tough football. So when you're looking at a conference to play in, a potential football player, college football player, the GNAC presents an opportunity week in and week out. It's going to demand your very best. That's why I like coaching this conference. That's why I like our place here. And I know every week we're not bored. Every week it's we better bring our A game, or else you're going to find that you'll be on the end of the stick you don't want to be on. So it's an exciting conference, and so we're excited to get after and make a run at this thing. Our goal is this: if there's a championship to be won, we want to go for it. So we want to make sure our efforts and our attitude are such that we can make progress every day towards those goals.